Hello, everybody, and welcome to another stream on the All Ireland channel. It is, of course, our third edition of IEC, the Irish Elite Cup, and it has been a massive day of Rocket League so far for everyone involved. We've seen a couple of shocks, a couple of twists, and we are now arrived at our grand final, the best of seven, the big one. And I am joined alongside me is the one and only Rez. Rez, thank you very much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you so much, Forehead. This is all set to be an incredibly exciting encounter, a massive shock in the semis, as you alluded to just a second ago. So I can't wait to get into this one.
Yeah, this should be a fantastic match. We will have Reese, as I'm going to formally introduce them as, of Pengu, Panda, and Arctic. And on the other side, we got the very creative LTX Ryan Eyes, which of course has LTX Sam, Ryan, and Red Eyes. Rez, of course, we are surprised to not be introducing Mug and Rob Kernan into a final, another IEC final under a team name Lisa is Whopper this time around. But listen, surprises do happen. So who do you think will be our victor this time around?
Yeah, absolutely surprise is happening indeed, and I think we have to look in the direction of Reese. They have been on fire today, to say the least, taking down the reigning two-time in a row champions of IEC. This is the first time that we won't be seeing Rob Kin and Mug taking the trophy. We'll be getting into this best of seven, and just in sort of less than an hour's time, we'll have three new first-time victors of this event.
Yeah, well, that's the thing I'm looking forward to the most. We will have three new winners indeed, Rez. You are spot on as we see them all join up there into their teams. Getting into the first kickoff of this best of seven. Be very interested to see who comes out on top and how long we have to wait. Red Eyes going up nice and early. You can see there the team coordination on the orange side of LTX Ryan Eyes kicking in with LTX in front of all their names. Not 100% sure how I feel about that, Rez.
Yeah, fanboy. Oh, and that's a fantastic shot right away from Panda. I don't believe it, Forehead. He's
Here we go. That's one way to kick off our grand finals. What a finish that is. I mean, the touchdown for Pengu is superb. Don't get me wrong, he's placed it perfectly. Panda's a lot of work to do from that angle, though. That is superb stuff indeed. Going into the second kickoff already, can you believe it? And I suppose this blue side here of Reese really showing how good they are and how they're able to take down Mug, Rob Kernan, and Shallow in the previous round. As again, Panda with another very, very good opportunity. Let's see here. Ryan struggling a little bit just to get control of the ball. Managed to 50 with Arctic, and it's going to fall to Red Eyes in the Fennec. Not Cara I'm used to seeing him in, but we'll see how he plays the Sam, though. Much more familiar surroundings here. As Reese just put another one right. Arctic hitting the post from such close range.
incredibly close. Our Arctic will be disappointed to have not put that one away, but it is still looking incredibly good for Reese as things stand. Still a goal up, and we've got past the first minute. Maybe the early final nerves have been surpassed at this point, and getting into the real meat of this match.
Yeah, I see a long way to go. We'll see how LTX Rhinos can find their feet in this game. There's still nearly 4 minutes left. It's a lot of time for them to bring that one goal back. As Sam puts a very nice touch towards the blue net, but it's not going to go in. Pengu following up on the clear does very, very nicely indeed, but Red Eyes returns it with interest off the backboard. Sam gets bumped as he's looking for the play, and now Panda, when he gets demoed before he can make anything happen, it's down to Ryan. No boost, but the blue team meant to know that. Arctic does well to challenge early. Pengu looking in a little bit of bother. Plays it slow. Very calm and collected play from him. And we just see here LTX Rhino is really knocking on the door of that blue goal, but they eventually get away. And Arctic with a little bit of a weak clear, it falls to Panda, who can knock it away for good. And that is the danger well and truly dealt with for now. As Arctic looks for the fake. LTX Red Eyes, or Red Eyes as normally known as, doing very, very well to clear that one away.
Yeah, back and forth so far, but it seems like Reese have a little bit more of the pressure as a pass played in field. Panda could have an opportunity here. He almost gets it past LTX Sam, and Pengu can't quite finish it off. Forehead. They're knocking on the door of that second goal.
They really, really are. They do look so threatening when they get into that orange half through this reside. But we'll see here what LTX Ryan can produce off of the corner. It's not quite to be as Red Eyes this time. Tries to keep the pressure on, playing it towards Sam. That's not going to work out as Arctic knocks it away. Ryan, though, turning the favour. A bit of ping pong here as Reese looking to find each other once again. Pengu nearly able to play that back to Pan the first time. Instead, he goes up the wall. And Ryan with a simple enough clear in the end. And we'll see here, can Arctic produce something? But Sam, very quick to challenge. It looks like it's a chance. As Panda just puts that one wide. And on another day, that one could have gone in. But for now, we stay at 1-0. And these are the fine margins the grand finals can come down to sometimes.
Absolutely. In week 1, we saw a 4-0 sweep, but 3 of those 4 games went to overtime. It just shows how sort of one-sided the game can look, or a series can look on paper, but if you look sort of more closely into each individual match, it can be so close, and that's what we're seeing at the moment for Head as Sam almost finding an opening.
Oh, it was a good effort there from Sam, but it wasn't quite to be as we play on. Still only that one goal in it, which I'm kind of surprised by given the opportunities these teams have had. Red Eyes with a touch onto the backboard. Sam as well with a very dangerous demo. Reese though do seem to get away with it for now as Arctic pops it up high into the path of Ryan. LTX Sam looking to get a shot off, and he manages to challenge twice in front of the blue net, but it spills wide into the corner. Red Eyes is there to collect the pieces, and LTX Ryan is up early, but it's just off the crossbar from him. And LTX Sam is smothered before he can get a shot off. And with 1 minute to go now, we are still at 1-0 in this game.
Incredibly close as things stand, and it seems like LTX Ryan Eyes have started hotting up as we go into the final few seconds. Pengu now pressing down the other end.
Yeah, Pengu looking to create an opportunity of his own. It's not quite to be though, as it's Arctic who slams one off the backboard of the orange net. It goes unchallenged too. Pengu though, a fairly weak hit from him. Panda though with a second chance, he just can't quite get it on target. Sam looking to take it one away, but it's very, very awkward indeed. And this blue team of Reese were doing so well of keeping it in the orange half. But now Sam has a chance for a double touch. It looks like Red Eyes is going to come across and takes the chance away. And it stays at 1-0. Almost 10 seconds remaining now. Ryan with a very handy touch off the corner. Red Eyes gets demoed as he comes in for the shot. And that could be it. We'll see here. Ryan, one last chance to put it into the middle. Pengu just shadowing it away. And that will be game 1 to Reese.
A fantastic result. They got the first game, which is always so important in a grand final. And I just want to point out the fact that obviously it was predicted that eventually someone would take down Rob Keenan, Mug and Shallow. But many thought that it would be Panda and Arctic, but not many people would have predicted it to be Pengu to come in and sort of make the difference for that team. Many thought it may have been perhaps APS, perhaps Shallow if he'd have jumped ship, but Pengu, he's really impressed me so far in game 1.
Yeah, I agree. Pengu is someone who can be very sort of hot and cold in a 3 scenario, but right now he is playing very, very well. And the one thing I think he's bringing to this Reese team is he's very assured when he's defending in his own half of the pitch, which I like. LTX Rhinos kind of, I don't know for you, Rez, but for me, they look like they were scrambling a little bit when they were trying to defend, and they were sort of scrambling to get back and block shots. Reese looked a lot more assured of themselves. Positionally, were always behind the ball. Maybe with not all the boost in the world, but they're behind the ball and made their own blocks easier, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it was an interesting game 1, and we're going to get into a second, and it's going to be important for LTX Rhinos to bounce back in this one.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, going into game 2, kickoff number 1. It's pretty even. LTX Sam's going to win that, and that might just go straight in. Pengu, we were literally just complimenting his defensive abilities. Unfortunately, this is not one he was going to want to watch back.
The caster's curse has struck Pengu as he can't get that one out. Devastating. He's going to be so unhappy with that, especially when last game came down to a 1-goal margin. That's a big goal to concede so early.
Very, very unlucky indeed. And we'll see how this Reese team responds. Only 1 goal in the last game, and it was fairly early on as well. I wonder will we get a bit of deja vu here. That's a big miss from Arctic though, and LTX Ryan was not expecting that. And they get away with one there. It's Arctic. Looks to carry that ball on. Play it around the corner into Panda, but it's well shut down from LTX Sam. That ball gets fired away towards the blue half, but back it goes from Pengu. Super play from him. Trying to make up for that mistake from earlier. But it's not quite to be in this occasion. Red Eyes, pretty significant miss there, but he gets away with it. Pengu looking to follow that one up, but it's not to be. And Rez, something I've noticed with this first minute is, one, the pace is huge, and secondly, everyone's running each other out of boost.
Yeah, boost starving is a key thing at this level of the game, and both these teams playing so quickly. Just one little boost miss or one little boost steal can make such a massive impact on the events of the game.
Yeah, it's not even that. I'm just noticing that anytime someone gets near the ball, they've used the majority of their boost to get there. But anyways, play on. Still no goals to report of as Ryan looks to put that one centered. Pengu, much better clear from him this time around. Plays it straight into Arctic 2, which is always a threat. Red Eyes, though, able to knock that one away towards his teammate who gets demoed. Red Eyes once again able to follow up on that. See if he can get a block on this. Arctic clears it away, and Sam does well to keep it in that blue half, but not for long. Ryan looking to hit that one towards the blue half. Bit of an awkward double touch off the ceiling. I don't think it was too intentional. But either way, we play on. Arctic with a chance here, one-on-one versus Ryan. LTX Sam just appears in time. More of a distraction for both sides, I feel. But anyways, Sam into Ryan. Surely that's an open net. Yes, it is. And that is very well played from LTX Red Eyes.
Fantastic play from Sam just to get it out to Ryan just in time. Fantastic play, and they're going to make it 2, and that's the security that they're really going to need at this point in the series.
Yeah, no, I couldn't agree more. It's an important goal for them to get, especially with the last game, how it was so close. Suddenly, a 2-goal lead might feel even bigger than usual. Let's see, here's Pengu. Isn't one to give up too early. Looks to challenge there on Red Eyes. Panda sniffing around, waiting for an opportunity to drop his way. Arctic, though, big miss there from him off the backboard bounce. Let's see here what Sam can do here off the wall. Fortunately for him, it lands at the feet of Pengu, who might even be able to follow this up for another one. Gets touched wide into the corner, though. Very well spotted from Red Eyes. He was a bit too far forward, but he managed to deal with the danger. Sam struggling, and Red Eyes has jumped in on that one. He didn't need to. Pengu off the post. LTX Ryan Eyes get away with one there, Rez.
Absolutely forehead. It was so close, just coming off the post, and that was absolutely essential for Reese to try and get back into this game. There is still plenty of time, 2 minutes. It's long enough to get 2 goals as Panda tries to get that press on early.
Yeah, it was unfortunate then. Arctic with another miss there. Sam faked him out on the wall. That's a very nice flick from him, but it's straight to LTX Red Eyes looking to find a teammate. Instead it goes towards Panda. Cannot beat Sam, and at the end, it's just a lot of back and forth in a very condensed space, and Red Eyes comes out the winner. And that is a huge goal in the context of this game.
That's what you have to do when you're 2 goals down. Arctic committing his last man and just getting beaten to the bull. Red Eyes getting up there nice and quickly. He's opened his account this series. And they're now 3 goals up, and they're looking to try and just stretch away from Reese at this point.
Yeah, it's a very convincing lead all of a sudden with less than 2 minutes to go. We'll see what Reese can do as Pengu fires one back into the orange net. And maybe it's not over just yet. A very nice shot from him.
Yeah, Pengu, a similar angle to where Panda scored his goal last game. Slightly less impressive though, but it's 2 goals, 1 minute 40. It's definitely doable, but they're going to need to up their game. They haven't looked convincing enough. They haven't been able to sustain the offensive pressure or be clinical enough so far, and they're going to need to improve that going into the last minute and a half.
We'll see now. Arctic with a big pinch off the sidewall. Panda looking to play it middle, but it's cleared away by Ryan. Nothing that Reese can do so far to find another gap in that orange defence. Ryan looking to challenge in the air nice and early. Does so well. Sam losing out to Pengu there as Arctic plays it back. It's a very nice play from Reese so far. Can Arctic find the finish? But Ryan just want to clear it away. And LTX Sam just teeing it up for the other team there, but gets away with it as no one was close enough to really capitalise. Red Eyes gets done by Arctic though. And suddenly, Rez, we have a serious game on our hands.
We have a game on our hands indeed, and Panda just disrupting the play in the corner, drawing the defense out, and Arctic is able to get it over the last man. Sam unable to reach it, and it looked pretty solidified at 3 goals to 0. But at 3-2, it's getting a lot more spicy as we go into the last minute.
Well, we'll have to see, but this could be a huge minute both for these teams right now and in the context of the series. Ryan looking to get a touch into the corner of the net. Pengu though swipes that one away. The shot was just a little bit wide of target. Arctic not able to get it past Red Eyes, and Sam follows up with the clear. Panda looking to keep it back in that orange half. Towards Arctic it goes. Back to Panda it is. And you see Reese again. Infield passes are the order of the day, but they're all a little bit awkward at the minute. They're just not quite finding their rhythm like they did in game 1.
Yeah, a lot more team cohesion coming out now from Reese compared to what we saw earlier in the series, or earlier in the game, should I say. They're starting to pile on the pressure, but could it all be too much to complete the comeback?
See here, Red Eyes. Big opportunity for him to just clear it away, and anywhere I do feel for this orange team of LTX Rhinos. Arctic looking to take it past Ryan. It is not to be though. It's a great stop from him. Pengu though just nudges it back towards the orange half, and that is a dangerous ball to be floating towards the orange half. I don't know if Panda can reach it. He can, but he can't get it on target. And that will be game 2 to LTX Rhinos. 1-1 in the series we go.
Could have been a chance for Panda as the clock hit 0 seconds. A great demo from Pengu. Opened things up, but we're all tied up in this series now, forehead. And we haven't really seen a particularly close grand final in the previous IEC events, but this one, both teams seem evenly matched. I'm excited to see where this next one goes, and I just want to hear from you. Obviously, Game 3 is going to be an important one. It's going to be one of the key parts of the series. Do you think that whichever team wins this match is going to be able to sort of push on and maybe sort of extend their lead?
I think so. I definitely think so. It was a really tight match in game 1. Game 2, not quite so much until the final minute and a half or so. What I was quite surprised by is I felt Reese kind of went missing. Up until about a minute 45 left in this game, I thought Reese very much went missing. And you can kind of see it there with the score anyways. Panda not having the best game of his life, unfortunately. I felt he was sort of looking for opportunities too much and not actually getting involved with the play. I totally agree. I think Reese had that adrenaline rush of, oh my god, we need to play as best we can in game 1. That seemed to have faded a little bit. And if they can't find their groove here in this game 3, I'd be worried that LTX Rhinos will be happy to just play as they are and play around and over Reese like we saw. Anyhow, moving into game number 3. That's all my predictions of Waffle. But what actually matters is what goes on the pitch. Red Eyes looking to play it towards the blue backboard. LTX Sam keeping it in that half as well. Red Eyes with a nice touch backwards, but it's going to go straight to Panda, straight in from Arctic. And well, there's one way to shut me up, Rez. That's how to do it.
Absolutely, forehead. A devastating demo from Arctic, and then he gets the goal anyway. And that's a physical play that is so pivotal at this level. You've just got to be able to sort of add it to your repertoire of plays, and that's exactly what Arctic's done there.
LTX Sam with a nice follow. That ball's going to drop down dangerously. Arctic though, able to get it away. Red Eyes unable to keep it in the blue half, and Sam's missed it as well. Panda gets bumped on his way to the ball though. And LTX Rhinos maybe get away with one there. Red Eyes able to centre it towards the middle though. Panda just shielding it away and takes it very nicely around LTX Ryan. Can't get it past LTX Sam though, as Pengu looks to drive it on forwards, but again, someone in orange is there to challenge. Arctic getting a little bit caught on his heels there as Ryan has a chance on net. And it just goes wide. Arctic was just scrambling there. But again, we resume to normality as we now find ourselves in the orange half. Arctic looking to just take this one into the corner. And away he goes. See what Red Eyes can make of this. And again, this game very fast paced. Once again, possession is just flicking from player to player so quickly. Pengu though, with a very good opportunity. Red Eyes just about able to keep him away.
Yeah, it seems that Reese have sort of returned to how they were playing in game 1. They seem to prefer these low scoring, very tight games. It seems like LTX Rhinos prefer to play at a bit of a faster pace, but at the moment they just can't really get the rotation going quick enough.
Yeah, it's a very good point. LTX Rhinos, they're looking a bit more conventional, shall we say, with the rotation, but maybe it's not quite paying off as Reese are happy to double commit at the right times when they're convinced it's the right thing to do. I want to see here is Pengu unfortunately drops that one down to LTX Red Eyes. There's not much any of his teammates can do though, as Panda knocks it away into the corner and Arctic is there to block the pass in field. That's a good shot from Sam though, as Arctic scrambling back off the post. And again, this Reese side definitely under more pressure, definitely not looking as composed on defence as they did last game. It's Arctic again, fairly unconvincing clear from that blue side. And away it goes from Panda. We'll see here, what can he do? Not really anything off the wall, but Sam hasn't exactly cleared his lines well. Pengu unable to make anything happen. Panda just keeping it in the orange half. And Reese definitely seem in control of this game, but less so than game 1.
Yeah, LTX Rhinos, sorry, starting to hot up into this one, but it's just a sudden lapse in concentration like that. They could result in a goal as Arctic just puts it inches over the bar.
No way. And Ryan's gonna get it. Ryan's gonna get the counter. Oh, that is sickening. If you're a Reese fan, very, very nicely done. It was Pengu just missing the challenge, and Ryan, well, a very simple tap in for him at the in the end.
Overzealous play from Pengu there is I think what cost them. Pengu just could have stayed back. They had the 1-goal lead. They didn't need to commit as last man, but he's done so. And now we're all tied up yet again.
All tied up. It's good to see another, well, potentially high-scoring game on our hands with 2 minutes to go. Still, let's not forget. Arctic looking to play this one centre. It's a good pass, but no one's there. Red Eyes able to knock it away. And Pengu, that's a very difficult challenge for his teammate to recover from. Arctic does just about get there, though. Let's see, can he follow this up again? LTX Ryan, not exactly too confident on challenging that one. Does get there eventually. That ball dropping down dangerously. Those LTX Sam able to 50 that one away into no man's land. Arctic trying to put it on the orange net, and Sam with a very weak clear, and it just goes wide from Arctic. Has a big chance for Reese gone missing.
Reese, all of a sudden they were a goal up. Now they are in the same position as LTX Rhinos. Both teams know that they need a goal to win the game, and this is such an important game in the series. Neither team is going to really want to give this up whatsoever. So both teams pressing heavily at the moment.
We'll see here what Arctic can do on the ball. Tries to 50 it past Sam, and does so, but not past LTX Red Eyes. Panda knocking it middle towards his teammate Pengu. Looking for Arctic, I think. Either way, he'll bounce back towards Panda off the backboard. There's not much he can do there. And Reese, well, they're having a lot of possession in the midfield, but they're really struggling, I think, to just get some clear-cut shooting opportunities off. And when they do, they haven't quite made the most of it. We'll see here now, just under 40 seconds left. Red Eyes going to play that one centre a little bit over the crossbar this time around. LTX Ryan, he gets bumped off the ball, and it's Panda's turn to make something happen. Over Sam it goes, but only into Red Eyes, and Pengu really struggling with that. Back down to Red Eyes it goes. Arctic, though, able to mop up that mess. Panda does well to touch on the clearance. LTX Sam not in a very convincing position as Arctic plays it off the backboard. Panda goes up again, beats Red Eyes to it. Pengu, can he get the shot if he can't? And Ryan, he may get another clear goal here. I don't know if Arctic can get there. He does just about. Arctic, 5 seconds remaining, keeps his team in it, and we go into overtime of this game 3.
It's been such a close game, back and forth throughout, and the team to score the next goal is going to go ahead, not just in the game, but in the series. Will it be Reese, or will it be LTX Rhinos?
Red Eyes with a chance to play one off the backboard, but Panda takes that away. Pengu looking to touch it on, doesn't quite happen for him. Right, knocks it back in towards that blue half, takes it towards the goal dangerously. Arctic does well to challenge it, and Red Eyes is there with a shot, but Pengu knocks it away into the path of Sam, and again, shot after shot coming in from LTX Ryan Eyes. Not to be on this occasion, as Reese just about seen the danger. Panda knocking it away off of the backboard into the path of LTX Red Eyes, though, and Arctic again off the crossbar. Some super saves coming after the blue team, but not forever, as LTX Red Eyes finds the back of the net from such close range.
You can only be suffocated on defense for so long, Forehead. Eventually the boost starts getting drained down. Eventually there's just not enough time to recover, and that's what happened to Reese in that scenario. LTX Rhinos taking game 3, and for the first time this series they've taken the lead.
Yeah, and I mean, that could be a big one, as we alluded to at the end of the previous game. Reese, though, did play a whole lot better, I think it's fair to say, Rez. And I'd be excited, and I get your thoughts on this too, is whether Reese can step it up another gear, because LTX Rhinos looked relatively comfortable, I thought, in that game.
Yeah, that's for sure. LTX Rhinos looked incredibly good once they sort of got into a rhythm. I think they felt better, but I think one thing we have to note about Reese is as a team, they're incredibly on and off. Arctic performs well sometimes and is less good at other times. Same story with Pengu, and Panda is a player driven on emotion a lot. So it's definitely important to keep the motivation up. I think in this scenario, obviously they've just lost 2 games in a row and they need to recover, regroup, and just move into the next one with a better mindset.
Yeah, that very much could be it. It'll be a tough one. Honestly, I would not want to predict how this next game goes, or the series as a whole, in fact. Anyways, we go into this game 4 with LTX Rhinos 2-1 up. And let's take it from the first kickoff once again. Looks like it's going to be Pengu versus Ryan on the kickoff. And it's a fairly neutral one, but Arctic, when he lets that run for Panda, might be able to do something off the wall here. LTX Sam though, just trying to ruin the flow of that one, and Red Eyes comes in to sweep the danger. Arctic plays it towards Panda, it's a good touch too. Beating Ryan to the ball. It goes over the goal. And no one there to capitalise from Reese as we find ourselves in the blue half of the pitch. The speed of this game already huge. And you can see both teams really want this grand final. And of course, our prize pool of €60 going all to the winner here. We'll see, can LTX Ryan Eyes get themselves a massive foothold in this game, or in this series, apologies, or will it be Reese to get them back on level terms? Arctic going to play this one over up the wall. Can he find a teammate with that? Pengu's up very early, but so is Red Eyes. Ryan tries to play that one away, but only as far as Panda. He gets just under Sam. LTX Ryan able to clear that one away. And one thing, Rez, I'm noticing that this orange side of LTX Rhinos are doing very well on is just being able to follow up their teammates' clears, following up on every challenge they make.
Yeah, absolutely, Forehead. It just seems that they're playing quite a bit quicker now as Panda almost puts it in.
What a save that is from Ryan!
It just seems at the moment that Reese are just second best at every single ball. They're challenging and maybe they're either not getting there in its entirety or just getting a slight touch. But it isn't sustainable. They're going to need to start playing a little bit quicker.
Yeah, well, I mean, it'll be interesting to see. And again, well, it's not again, sorry, for the first time in this series, I think we don't have any early goals to report on. So it'll be interesting to see if these teams try and change their play style at all as this game progresses. 3 minutes 10, obviously a long way to go in any game. And in threes, which is relatively low goal scoring, there's plenty of time for that one goal to just make the difference. Red Eyes finding himself in a little bit of a tricky spot, but does well to stop any immediate counter-attack going on. LTX Ryan Eyes looking a little bit unconvincing on defence, all of them scrambling back, but they get there, and Red Eyes doing a great shot on target, just onto the crossbar. LTX Ryan gets beaten to the ball there on the halfway line. Could have been tricky from Red Eyes. Looks like he's been so good at getting back for his team so far this game. And we'll see what LTX Ryan Eyes can conjure up here with half a game to go. Still no clear goals, obviously no clear opportunities. And for me, Rez, no clear dominating team at the minute.
Absolutely, this game could go either way, and it's absolutely critical that Reese take this one. They don't want to be playing against match points, especially considering they're a team driven a lot by emotion, by confidence. So they're going to need to at least open up this game.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, this is a real treat, let's not forget. It is, you know, it's probably the first and closest IEC Grand Final that we've had, so it is just fantastic to watch nonetheless. But it could do with a goal. Could do with a goal, Rez. A minute 50 to go. Really spice things up for Red Eyes. Knocks one as hard as he can onto that blue backboard. It goes straight to Pengu. Able to clear that one away. And LTX Ryan looking for a little touch there. Panda looking for the redirects. He loves those kind of things. Sam, he's hanging in the air for a minute. I was worried he wouldn't be able to get the touch, but he's able to get it away very convincingly indeed. And over Pengu too. Only as far as Panda, who knocks it away as well. Red Eyes playing in as that third man very well for LTX. Ryan Eyes not quite able to make a goal scoring opportunity just yet. Sam though with an opportunity. Thought he might have landed on that, but it wasn't to be. Red Eyes knocks that into the wall. Arctic knocks it down to Panda. What a shot that is! That is super stuff from Reese.
Phenomenal from Panda. Just finds himself the gap underneath it and doinks it under. Ryan did his best, but a fantastic shot by Panda. Absolutely unsavable, and they've opened up the game.
Yeah, absolutely super stuff from Reese. I'll have to see, do LTX Ryan Eyes have any response with a minute to go now? Hopefully, should see a real change of intensity, a real spark from this orange side as LTX Sam looks to play it into the middle. He backs off as he sees Panda getting there first. Red Eyes doing well to keep that ball in the orange half. LTX Sam playing it back to LTX Ryan. Looks like it's going to be a dangerous one for Arctic. Clearly can't get there, and Ryan puts it wide. Sam plays it middle once again, and Panda knocks it high, but not very far from that blue goal. Red Eyes waiting for the touch. and it's not to be. Sam is there too. The shots raining in from LTX Rhinos, but they can't get a goal. And with 30 seconds remaining, Panda here has a chance to make it 2-0 for Reese. And that again is not to be. LTX having a very dangerous touch middle though, putting his teammate Ryan under a bit of pressure, but he does get it away. LTX Sam, can he make this one centre? He cannot. Arctic shepherds him all the way across and does very, very well. Ryan double touching it towards the middle, and Panda challenging Red Eyes well there in the centre. 5 seconds remaining for this LTX Ryan Eyes side. Penguin with a big dunk though, that might even drop in if they're not careful. Red Eyes able to keep it up, but not for long. And that is going to be game 4 to Reese. 2-all the series score.
We're all tied up in the series again. We told all the viewers at the start this was going to be a close one, and as of so far it has not disappointed. Reese, with the help of Panda in particular, with the 1 goal, 330 points on him, he really took control in that one. I think he's one of the winning factors if they want to win this event.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, Panda's goal threat is a massive weapon for Reese, and the more he can use it, the more they can use it, the better. And yeah, you know, I mean, I alluded to this last game. He didn't have the best points record in the last game. They lost. He does well points wise this game. They win. I'm not saying points are everything, but not a bad metric. Yeah, LTX Rhinos, they had a pretty good game, but they just couldn't get themselves any clear-cut opportunities. They had a load of shots, especially towards the end, but they're all blocked pretty well and pretty quickly by that reside, and it was very, very unfortunate from an Orange point of view that they couldn't quite get the goal they needed. And again, another 1-goal game, but this time, of course, in favour of Reese. But yeah, I'm gonna have to restart the lobby, it looks like, as we go into what will be game 5, of course.
Yeah, game 5, another important one. It's just a case of sort of cat and mouse at this point. As soon as one team wins, it's pivotal that the other wins the next one.
Yeah, we shall see. Game 5 again, immensely close series so far. I'm amazed that we are 2-2 at this point, and it should be very, very exciting to see how this game 5 goes along and who can take the lead in series and maybe even just keep it. Let's see though. First kickoff of the game, Red Eyes winning that one fairly convincingly. Arctic having to back off. LTX Ryan playing onto the blue crossbar, or blue backboard even. Not going to happen though. LTX Ryan looking to go again off the sidewall. Arctic though shuts that one down, and Red Eyes doing a great job of keeping it in the blue half. Panda though super clear away as Ryan reads that one very, very well. That might even, I won't quite go in, but Pengu just about able to get back around towards it. Ryan, a big clear, and again Rez looking like big clears are the order of the day for LTX Ryan Eyes, as they get the first goal of the game in just over 30 seconds.
Early goals have been the story of this series forehead, and we've got another one coming through here. Brian fighting the back of the net again, as you mentioned, from a big clear, and it is vital for both teams to just be able to control their own backboard. Obviously, it's important for you to be able to just get those big long clears to relieve pressure, and that's what LTX Rhinos have been doing so well for the last couple of games, and they found themselves 1 goal up in this one.
We'll see here what Reese can respond with. Of course, we've seen some brilliant plays from them in the rest of the series, and again, what a save that is from LTX Ryan though. I thought surely that was going to be goal number 1 for Reese this game, and LTX Sam can't quite find the back of the net. Pops it up for Red Eyes, who can only hit the crossbar. Arctic, it's a very awkward clear from him, but he does get it away. LTX Ryan waiting for the clear. Can't quite get a shot off though, and that is a big dunk from Panda off the wall. Red Eyes doing well to play it into Ryan though. And we'll see here what they can do with 3:30 left on the board. I'm sure LTX Rhinos will not want to just sit there with a 1-goal lead to their name.
Yeah, absolutely, and a double commit there from Pengu, and Arctic on the defense is going to leave them in the lurch now as Red Eyes plays it infield towards LTX Sam. That's a good clear, and it just seems that Reese, they seem to have cooled off again after winning that last game.
LTX Sam looking to clear this one away off the backboard. Can't quite get there though. It's Pengu Looking to play this one underneath LTX Ryan. And he almost manages, and that's a great finish from Panda. We talked about this before, Rez, his cold threat being a massive thing for Reese. And he's come up trumps once again.
Panda find the back of the net. He's so fast. He's probably the most mechanically skilled player on his team. And he's showing that here with a masterclass of a performance. Find the back of the net, not just once, but twice in the last 2 games. And to actually tie things up for Reese in this scenario.
LTX Ryan looking to get a challenge there on both Pengu and Panda. Worked out for him pretty well in the end as that ball goes back towards the blue corner. LTX Sam keeping it in that blue half, but Pengu sends it back with interest. Red Eyes tries to touch it away, but Panda reads it well, and Ryan's really struggling there, and I think he just about got the block on, and it goes wide. And Reese with a big miss there. That was a huge opportunity for them, Rez.
Yeah, big opportunity goes begging, but Pengu might have a chance here. Just can't quite connect with that one. And we're going again into the last half of the game, and we're all tied up still. It's going to go down to the wire, I think, in this one.
Well, we'll see who can create more opportunities between now and the final second of the game. Panda playing it up into the corner towards Arctic. Can he find Pengu? Yes, he can. Pengu bangs it off the backboard. Where's his teammates? Arctic just trying to block the clear from LTX Red Eyes. And it goes, another chance goes missing for Reese. A minute 50 to go. LTX Rhinos are getting pushed back more and more into their own half as this game goes on. Brian looking to clear it away. It's a good dunk. Pengu be able to play it across into Panda. Can only get it as far as Red Eyes. Again, a lot of back and forth from the two sides. A lot of ping pong Rocket League at the minute. Panda plays it off the corner. Sam banks it across. Arctic might not be able to reach it, and he actually nearly gets a touch into his own goal. And it somehow stays out of that blue net, and we're still at 1-0.
Still at 1-0. The time is ticking down. Red Eyes possibly trying to put one in here, but Panda makes a save. And it just seems that Reese, they're struggling to get it out of their own end, but as I say that, they're now sort of turning around the players, Ryan, and able to connect with that wall.
Sam colliding with Pengu in mid-air, making Red Eyes' life a lot easier. Arctic, though, able to clear that one away. And Ryan will send it into the blue half. Panda deliberately letting that one run. Pengu looking to clear it away, and only goes as far as LTX Sam. Let it roll back into the corner. Plays it up for Red Eyes, nice and high. Panda, though, up so quickly to that one. Less than a minute remaining. It is really neck and neck to see who'll take it. And LTX Sam with a massive miss as I say that. And Arctic, well, he is maybe the lucky recipient of goal number 3 in this game. But he'll take it nonetheless, I'm sure.
LTX Sam with a devastating miss. He's not going to want to watch that one back. He's looks fairly good throughout the series, fairly solid, but that's a big mistake, and that could dictate how the rest of the series goes.
So unfortunate for LTX Sam. It's a nice pass from him into Red Eyes, though, and that is a fairly open looking net. Panda surely knock it away to make it 3-1. And correct me if I'm wrong, Rez, I think this is the first time Reese have had more than 1 goal lead.
Absolutely, every game has been so touch and go for Head, but finally they've got into a rhythm and they look set to take game 5. That would put them on match series tournament point, and that would put LTX Rhinos, they're back right up against the wall going into game 6 and 7.
Well, we'll see now, 10 seconds remaining. Panda, can he get one last roll of the dice? Doesn't look like it's to be, as Red Eyes clears that one away down the line. But also, looks like it will be, like you said, Rez, game 5 to Reese, the team in blue. It's a nice touch from Sam, but it is very much too little too late. Pengu looking to keep it up, but that is going to be at game 5. 3-2 in the series. And of course, we are in a best of 7, so Rez, decisive game. And what was it you said? Match champion.
Match series tournament point.
That one. That's the first time I've heard that, but that is very much on the line for this team in blue. How do you think the playstyles are going to change coming into this 6th game?
Yeah, I certainly think we're going to see slightly more reserved LTX Rhinos. They're going to be a lot more tentative about aggressing on some of the plays. They know that they can't afford to concede too many goals, because that's eventually going to mean they lose the game, and that means they lose the tournament. And it's going to be very tricky for them to get this comeback. It's absolutely crucial that they make it. Well, they have another good start, maybe get a kickoff goal, maybe get another early goal like they have on a couple of occasions so far. They're going to look to do that this time. They were good in games 2 and 3, taking 2 in a row, and it looked for a moment that they may be on the front foot in this series, but Reese, they've turned it right back around.
Yeah, well, Reese have played very, very well. The one thing I say is, they seem to play better when they're losing in the series. So it'd be interesting to see, can they really ram home this advantage and take their 4th win in the series, or will we go all the way to game 7? Arctic looking to play this one off the wall, see if he can play it middle, but Sam, big challenge off the ceiling from him. I thought that was nearly on target, not quite. I'm sure he'll want to make up for last game's errors. Arctic looking to play that one towards the orange net. It's a good touch from him, but just wide of the goal. Panda unable to get a touch on that, and we see the ball go all the way back to that blue half. And this reside start from square one. Panda though taking it all by himself. Ryan and Red Eyes both going for that one, and it could have been a big opportunity there. Ryan though able to clear it once again off the backboard, and Panda just keeping it in that orange half, but LTX Sam playing it away. We'll see here how they get on. Ryan with a big chance here, just off the crossbar it goes. Arctic and Pengu both up. It's not very convincing. Red Eyes with a chance, and that will be goal number 1 to LTX Ryan Eyes.
Finally forced in by Red Eyes. It took a lot. Shots from Ryan just coming off the crossbar, but Red Eyes finally puts it away. And again, as I said, it's important that they get that early goal, and that's exactly what they've done, Forehead.
Well, we'll see here how Reese responds, or if LTX Rhinos can go get a couple more goals. LTX Sam looking to play it by himself, nearly worked out. Panda able to save it on this occasion. We'll see here, Red Eyes gets it past Arctic, but Pengu is getting back quickly enough to keep things at bay for now, as Ryan gets the finishing touch, and it's a super play between Red Eyes and Ryan.
Great play by Red Eyes, just finds the inside, finds the open net. And it's just those little plays, that little bit of vision to find your teammate, find the opening. And we're only a minute and 13 seconds in, Forehead, but they're already 2 goals ahead, and that's important. They just gotta hold on to it now.
Oh, it's a good shot from Sam, and Panda equal to it on this occasion. But we'll see here. You're right, Rez. We'll see, can LTX Rhinos hold on to it, or will Reese find their way back into this game? 3:30 left to go. There's plenty of time for 2 goals. LTX Ryan though not having any of it, making sure he can get as many touches on the ball, but in fact maybe a little bit dangerous there as Pengu able to bounce that one away, but it doesn't end up in a goal. Red Eyes doing very well for his team. Pengu looks to play it middle, and LTX Ryan able to see the danger out for now. Panda trying to be clever, reversing to where Ryan was landing, but it wasn't to be. And again, we're seeing a lot of this ping pong Rocket League come out, a lot of big hits, and LTX Sam quicker than his opponent, making it 3-0 to this orange side.
He's made up for his mistake in last game that cost them, but he's now made it 3 in this one, and they are looking like a completely different team in this game, Forehead.
Yeah, they definitely are, and you can tell fire has been certainly lit under this LTX Rhinos team. They are raring to go and determined to take this to game 7. LTX Sam looking for a ground pinch. Nearly got to play with Ryan, didn't quite pay off. And we move on with 2:20 left. See what this Reese team are made of, what they can get out of this. Ryan looking to clear it away. It's not very convincing. LTX Sam, not much he can do off the crossbar, but it's a great double from him. Followed up by Red Eyes. And I don't even know what to make of this. Red Eyes though, with a chance here, 1-on-1 versus Panda. Can he get it over him? Yes, he can. And Rez, this is the most dominant performance we've seen so far this series.
Calculated chaos from LTX Ryan Eyes. It looked like they're about to concede a goal, but instead they've turned it right around. They've drawn the overzealous Reese side into their own half, and they've capitalised on the aggressive positioning, and they've made it 4, and this is looking pretty difficult for Reese, and I can't see them making this comeback, to be honest.
Well, 2 minutes 15 left. All is not lost just yet, but you're right, it is a long way back for them in this game. Panda with no boost at the minute. His opponents don't know that, of course, but tricky situation nonetheless. Oh, we'll see here who can be quickest to the second ball. It looks like it'll be Arctic just about, as Ryan able to send that ball back with interest. Panda knocking it into the corner for his teammate to clear. Pengu See what he can do off of the wall. Red Eye's hanging in the air, just waiting for him. Not really going to pay off on this occasion. Arctic cannot get it around Sam. And Panda plays it off the corner fairly nicely. Ryan is there to clear things away, and Red Eye's to shield the ball from any potential response from Reese. Sam, nice touch on target from him, but Panda more than equal to it. With a minute and a half remaining, this game is slowly just calming down a bit, Rez.
Yeah, you say that, but Panda's just missed in the midfield. They could look to try and make it 5 here, but Sam, he's going to take it off into the corner, and I can't see them having enough time to make this comeback, so we are on the door of a Game 7 forehead.
Yeah, we'll see if there's any more goals to report on. Of course, Red Eyes getting very, very close indeed. Arctic kind of struggling off the wall there, looking to play it in field. Pengu, though, this time around, he gets it in field, but only as far as the backboard. LTX Sam freely clears that one away. Ryan with a big chance here as he demos Pengu and looks to get a second demo. Isn't to be, though. Red Eyes looks to play that one around the corner, but Pengu shuts him down. Sam playing that one off the corner between backboard and ceiling. Ryan not quite able to follow up, and again, Reese finding themselves in their own half for a prolonged period of time in this Game 6. LTX Sam the fire one upfield. Can he find Red Eyes? Yes, he can. Red Eyes with the touch. That's a super touch as well. But Pengu able to save that one away in the end.
Yeah, both teams in a bit of a stalemate here, but it doesn't matter because LTX Rhinos have a 4-goal lead and they've confirmed the game here. Game 6 is going to be theirs. They're going to make it 5. A beautiful shot from Ryan. Absolutely slams one into the far post.
Yeah, it's a super shot from Ryan, and he's had a super game as well in this Game 6. He's really shown up for me, and it's a very, very good finish from him, making it 5-0 with 14 seconds left. Ryan on the kickoff with Arctic. It's a fairly neutral one, but it looks like Panda nearly wins the second ball. In fact, LTX Sam able to swipe across. Panda, though, looking for a touch in field. Pengu can't quite get it down, and Arctic might have a last gasp chance here, but that is going to be it unless Ryan can keep it up. Pengu, in fact, takes it away into the corner. It bounces off the curve too. Pengu, though, knocked it away once again, and it looks like we are going to hit Game 7. This is a truly exciting grand finals for IEC.
Absolutely. Both other IEC events that we've seen previously have not been anywhere near as close as this one. And forehead, we are going to go to a Game 7, and this could really go either way. Obviously, LTX Rhinos have the momentum, but I would say that Reese have looked like the more sort of comfortable side this series.
Yeah, it's weird because obviously they just lost 5-0. I would agree with that in some of the games, but not all of them. It's quite hard to judge for sure. I think when Reese fall apart, it's really noticeable, and LTX Rhinos capitalize. And when Reese play well, LTX Rhinos don't have a response. I think this orange side of LTX Rhinos are the consistent factor, and Reese very much aren't. It'll be very interesting to see which side of them comes out in this Game 7, this final game of our best of 7 IEC Grand Finals. Of course, let us not forget the €60 prize pool that is on offer. Huge thank you to all of our contributors, of course, towards that, making these kind of things possible. And I'm sure the winner of this grand final will, of course, be equally grateful to that contribution. Red Eyes playing it up high into the blue half. Pengu, though, first one too. It's going to drop down to LTX. Ryan, can he get a shot off? Yes, he can. Just going to go onto the crossbar, though. Arctic play that one away to safety, but instead it goes straight to Red Eyes. Red Eyes and Ryan getting in a bit of a tangle, and Red Eyes trying to fake out Panda. It nearly works, but he was just wide of the post. Stay at 0-0, but Rez, I think it looks like this orange side are on top to begin with for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. This could be a goal here, but the shot is fairly weak. Panda able to clear. He's going to try and put one back down the other end. Arctic, now let's follow it up. Red Eyes does well, and it seems like the pressure is sort of fleeting. It comes in spells for Reese at this point. It just seems like LTX Rhinos have sort of the more sustained pressure in this one.
Yeah, at the moment they do, but Reese, of course, well, up until then, doing a very good job of keeping it in the orange half. Panda looking to send it back the way it came. Can't get it past LTX Sam. That's a great dunk from him. Ryan looking to play it middle towards Red Eyes, who's up very early for this. Can he get the double touch? He can't quite make it happen. And we'll see here as Sam hits one onto the blue backboard. Pengu knocked it away towards the corner. Looks like it's going to be LTX Ryan who gets there first, in fact. And LTX Red Eyes can't quite get the shot off that he wants. Arctic pops it up towards the middle. Pengu looking to get the shot off, and that's a super shot from him. Taking the lead for Reese and the lead in this series.
Pengu blasting one home. What a flick up from Arctic, and he just finds Pengu up in the air. Nothing Ryan can do. An absolute clanger into the back of the net, and that is going to be a crucial goal in this game 7 forehead.
That is a huge goal from Pengu. When it looked like Reese were on the back foot, Pengu comes out and scores an absolute banger like that. Let's see here what LTX Rhinos can respond with. They're playing so well up until that point. Maybe they'll feel like that was against the rub of the green, but for now, they are 1 goal down in this game 7, best of 7. Red Eyes
looking for the double tap.
He might even get it. Doesn't quite happen as Ryan looks to go do the same thing. He gets it around Panda too. Arctic though, knocking it high into the air, and again Red Eyes is there. That's a great save from Arctic. Panda, can he be second one too? LTX Sam wins it out, and Pengu gets a decisive clear away. Let's see what Pengu can do here. And he might go up the wall, but instead he flicks it not quite over LTX Ryan. Panda though, capitalising on the second ball. Sam not in a comfortable spot here, able to just maybe get the redirect into Red Eyes. Gets it over Panda. That's very nicely done from him. And Sam just playing havoc there with Arctic, I think it was. Pengu though, able to keep that one away for his team, and we play on with 2 minutes 10 remaining.
Absolutely. It's been
the
so
pressure,
close.
if nothing else, is intense on these guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Pressure either way, and into the last 2 minutes here, Reese still with a 1 goal lead.
Pengu looking to play it down towards the team. LTX Sam though, just clearing that one away. Very nice from him. Arctic looking to play that one back into the orange half. Reese, I'm sure, will not want to sit on a 1 goal lead just yet. LTX Sam knocks it away towards Red Eyes. Arctic though, able to clear that one off of the backboard. Up to the ceiling he goes, and nearly takes over LTX Ryan. It's a great hit from Sam. Just wide of net though, on Panda with a clear. Might even have an open net opportunity if he's quick enough. Can he follow this one off? LTX Sam takes it away, but it's dangerous, as LTX Ryan does so well to play it away. And he might have to follow that one up, but he cannot. Red Eyes are going to keep it in the blue half. You can tell the intensity's gone up now. This LTX Red Eyes side do not want to finish the game like this. LTX Sam looking to play it into the middle. Cannot get it past Panda though. It looks like Pengu's going to be able to follow up on the clear, but they both leave it for each other. And LTX Ryan able to get it back into the middle. Red Eyes with a chance. It's going to spill out to Sam, but he can't get it on target from there. Into Red Eyes it goes, and the big save from Arctic. With less than a minute left, that could be huge on the pinch as well. Just to relieve a little bit of pressure for Reese. Panda knocks it onto the backboard. It's going to bounce down awkwardly, but LTX Sam finds a way to get it out. And again, LTX Red Eyes back on the attack. Ryan takes it over Pengu. Red Eyes, can he get there in time? He can't. Off the ball, Sam is there. Surely it goes in. And Panda couldn't quite reach it. And with 30 seconds remaining on the clock, we are at 1-1, all level.
LTX Sam has put one home, and that is an enormous goal. We've tied things up in game 7, just 30 seconds to go forehead. I cannot believe how close this has gone. The past 2 events in the past 2 weeks, they've all been clinical wins for the teams of Rob Kiernan and Mug, and this one has been anything but that.
Yeah, you're spot on, Rez. This is such a tight final. This is exactly what we want to see. 10 seconds left. You could easily go to overtime. Panda looking to make something happen, but instead it's going to fall towards LTX Ryan. Plays it middle for LTX Sam, but Pengu takes the lead on that. Arctic, what can he do here? It's going to hit the ground surely. We go into overtime in this game 7. Rez,
Game 7 overtime. I could not have it any other way with these teams forehead. 1 goal is going to decide who goes home with 60 euros and who goes home with a whole lot of nothing. And just seconds could separate that.
Panda plays the middle towards Pengu. Both him and LTX Sam miss. Panda follows this one up into the corner, takes it away from Red Eyes. Red Eyes able to make the clear as he follows it around. Pengu up for this one, knocking it middle towards the orange goal. That's a very dangerous touch from Pengu. Red Eyes though, calm as you like, touches it away into that orange corner. Arctic looking to play it centre, and this Reese team looking on fire once again. A big demo from Pengu. Arctic and Red Eyes challenge that one in the midfield. Panda pops it high for Pengu. Can't quite get up to it though. Sam looking to take that one out of the corner towards his teammate. It's great team play from those two. Pengu getting bumped in the air. Arctic does well to challenge Red Eyes fairly early. Red Eyes keeping it in that blue corner, making life awkward for Reese. Sam knocking that one away once again. Arctic able to see it out this time around, very convincingly so indeed. Red Eyes can't read the corner bounce either, and Sam has to be the one to knock it away. As far as Pengu it goes, and it's dunked by Red Eyes. And Rez, the speed of this overtime is something else.
The nerves are definitely coming into play now, Forehead. These guys, this series has gone on for so long. Almost an opportunity there for Panda. And just one little mechanical mistake could decide things.
Big clear combined from from Panda and Arctic. As you see Ryan go for the ball there, but it's not much of a chance for LTX Ryan Eyes as Panda takes that one away very nicely. Red Eyes struggling a little bit, able to take it into the corner, but Arctic seeing to a Pengu with a touch onto the backboard, but it isn't to be. Panda keeps it in that orange half, making life awkward. LTX Sam though with a chance off the wall, it's a big miss from him. And Arctic taking it slow, looking to dribble this one out of harm's way. Ryan keeps it high in the midfield. Pengu with a challenge too, but it isn't to be. Red Eyes with a shot and a big save from Panda. Oh, that came out of nowhere. I thought for a moment that was it. Pengu looking at 1v1 Red Eyes here, but the challenge doesn't quite go his way. Sam knocking it down towards Ryan. Looks like Panda will able to get a convincing challenge on that one though. Red Eyes knocks it away once again, and Arctic is the one who keeps it in that orange half for now. A lot of midfield challenges coming in, and Rez again, we're just not seeing any convincing winner at all. It's so tight at the moment.
It is so tight indeed, Forehead. We're now going into the 3rd minute of overtime here. One of these teams has to take it soon, as Arctic may just find one here. But Red Eyes gets it clear. This is so close.
We'll see here. It's LTX Sam to take this one away from the orange half for good. Can only get it as far as Panda though. Pengu looking for the touch that he can't quite get there. Panda with a chance as well. Red Eyes though with a brilliant clear. Pengu and Arctic just about seeing the danger away for now. Pengu with a big touch middle to Arctic with a shot.
What a goal!
What a finish from Arctic! And the pass from Pengu is superb as well, as Reese find the winner 3 minutes and 18 into overtime in Game 7. Can you believe it?
What an absolutely sensational finish from Arctic. The pass from Pengu was sublime, and they've taken it in 3 minutes and 17 seconds of overtime in Game 7. Forehead, could we have asked for a better series?
No, Rez, not at all. That was amazing. That was absolute perfection. It was absolutely super stuff from both teams. And I know it won't mean much to LTX Ryan Eyes, but it really does take two teams to make a good match. And that was something else. I'm glad that this third IEC got the final it deserved, because that was amazing.
That was a sensational performance from Reese. I thought that we may have seen the closest match that we were going to see today in the semi-finals when they played up against Rob Kiernan, Mug and Shallow. That wasn't the case. This was the series that has taken the day. Absolutely phenomenal, Forehead.
Yeah, I mean, it was a spectacular series, you're right, and it was, I can't believe it. I genuinely can't believe that has just happened. That was absolutely amazing play from both guys, and an absolutely super match indeed.
I'll move them in here for you.
Thank you very much. We are going to get an interview with our winners. Reese, of course, made up of Panda, Pengu, and Arctic. Just waiting for the last one to be dragged into our channel. Guys, huge congratulations. Absolutely super final. The closest one we've seen in IEC by far. Arctic, we'll start with you. The winning goal at the end, an absolute banger, crossbar down. I mean, what were the feelings straight after that?
I mean, I think I gave a pretty premature cheer because I kind of felt it going in. It was good. We were popping.
Yeah, no, absolutely super performance from you all. And Panda, we were commenting on this throughout the series as it went on. Your goal threat during those games, especially in the earlier games in that series, was massive for your team. Did you feel any pressure coming into it that you had to perform, you had to get the goals?
Kind of, because as soon as we beat Rob Kieran's team, as you know, I've lost 4-0 to Rob Kieran twice in a row. So as soon as we beat him, I kind of felt the need that we actually had to win, or it'd be all for nothing. So I tried to do what I do best, and try to create goals.
So does that mean you were sort of surprised by the fight that they put up in the final? So did you sort of expect your hardest match of the day would be against Rob Keane and Mugan Shallow earlier on?
Yes, but it didn't really turn out to be. That they were definitely better than Rob Kieran and Morgan Shallow. But I think they might have had an off day or something. But it was still close games all around.
Okay, how interesting. And then, of course, Pengu, namesake of the team. I mean, you must be proud of the guys to start with, and also yourself defensively. You played fantastic, we thought. Was that a conscious decision, or was that just you were comfortable with playing like that around these two guys?
Thank you.
Pengu. He's off
Pengu
celebrating.
die.
He's too happy.
Might
He's
be
too
gone for
happy. He's
some.
run off.
He might have actually left for.
Oh, he says he can't connect.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Maybe
odd.
just.
I'll drag him in
cancel.
and out and just see what happens. But Pengu, can you hear us this time round? All right, that's a tragedy. That's a real tragedy. We'll have to get on to him another time. But yeah, of course, Pengu having a super game. And I suppose, guys, I might lean on you guys for an answer off this one, Panda, maybe. Do you think that was a conscious decision about, obviously you're saying you were looking for goals, looking to create chances on which Pengu, we thought, maybe played a bit more disciplined in comparison and stayed back the odd time and defended particularly well. Was that a conscious decision, or was that just a natural fit for the team?
I think it might have been just a natural fit. Pengu's a known really good ones player, so he's comfortable on defense and he's comfortable on offense. But I guess he wanted to play defense with me and Ross. It worked, anyways.
Yeah, no, it certainly did work. It did. Congratulations on your tournament victory, on the winnings. Rez, if you have any more questions to add, I think that's everything from me.
Yeah, I'm all done as well, Forehead. I just want to say thank you so much for having me on this evening, and thank you to all the players for providing such an enthralling match for us and for all the viewers at home.
Yeah, no,
You're
well
welcome.
said indeed. Yeah. No, thank you very much, guys. It was a super matchup, and to the LTX Riders guys, if they are listening in, well done to you too, because it was a seriously good match to watch. You really did put on a show for us. I think that is everything from us. Thank you very much to everyone else who watched as well. Keep an eye on the Discord for the next tournament announcements, as there should be one within the next 2 weeks. And that is everything from me. Thank you all to everyone who participated today. Thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you to everyone who played in that final. It was truly something special. And of course, Rez, thank you very much for everything you've done this evening. That is it from me. Thank you.